When it comes to decluttering, when is the right time to get rid of your clothes? What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to Krystal TV, where today we are talking about decluttering your clothes and when should you get rid of them. So let's dive in. First off, at least seasonally, you should be going through your closet and purging your clothes. Now, I know a lot of people will say do it once a year, but personally, I think that's a waste of space and a waste of energy. Unless you live in Hawaii, which I did for a while, most of us have a somewhat seasonal wardrobe. Summer, winter, to some extent. And so if you've went through an entire season without wearing something, what is the point of holding on to it for 6 months until you get back to that season, summer or winter, to say, hey, I didn't wear this last year. Let's get rid of it. If you've gotten to the end of the season, it's okay to purge it then and free yourself up of that energy immediately, rather than allowing it to just stagnate for 6 months. You should also declutter them when you've outgrown them. Just like with your children, when they outgrow their clothes, you get rid of them and replace them with something new that fits. The same is true for us as adults. Whether you gain a few pounds or lose a few pounds, if you've outgrown your clothes or your clothes have outgrown you, it's time to get rid of them and get you something that fits. There's no point hanging on to them until you fit into them again. That sort of scarcity mentality only serves to keep you stuck right where you are. You should also declutter them anytime you've outgrown your love for them. If you don't love them anymore, there's no point in holding on to them. You're really just holding on to the memory of an old love, very similar to how we do with relationships sometimes. And it prevents us from moving on into the next chapter and what we deserve now. Which brings me to the fourth time that you should declutter your clothes, and that is if you're in the middle of a closet purge and you find something that you forgot you had, definitely declutter and get rid of it. I have a former client who absolutely loves to shop and buy new clothes. And so she religiously declutters her closet, just like I taught her. But every time she does, she manages to find something that she forgot she had and will try it on, take some pictures, and ask, hey, should I keep this or get rid of it? And my answer is always the same. You need to get rid of it. Because if you forgot you had it, you didn't love it enough to keep it in the first place. Which brings me to the last one, which is kind of the opposite. Those clothes that you've loved so much that you've kind of loved them, maybe not to death, but at least into injury. If you've loved them to the point of tearing them or ripping off a button, if they're repairable, it's perfectly okay to repair them and keep wearing them. But the caveat to that is you actually do have to repair them. It doesn't have to be you personally. You can take them to a tailor, you can take them to your grandmother, but you have to take them to somebody and get them repaired. So the strategy to that is to give yourself a deadline, a reasonable deadline, couple weeks, a month at most. And if you have not repaired whatever it is, then you have to let it go to make room for something you'll love just as much. But by keeping it in your closet torn and continuing to wear it until you love it to death tells a story all of its own, and it's best to escape that trap as soon as possible. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below and let me know what other questions you have about decluttering your clothes. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.